All aboard! Hey guys, on today's episode of MLM Renegade, we are going to talk about everybody's favorite vehicle of transportation, the struggle bus. So here's the million-dollar question. How are network marketers like us, who've tried everything their upline ever suggested to be successful, and yet still struggled, who grew up with technology and aren't stuck in the 20th century, how are we supposed to grow our downlines in our bank accounts and yet still have time for real life? My name is J.R. McKee. Join me as we explore how to use 21st century learning and technology to grow our downlines and build lasting wealth. Simply put, this is MLM done different. Welcome to MLM Renegade. Okay guys, welcome back in. Today I wanted to talk about the struggle bus, and it's been on my mind a lot lately. And whenever entrepreneurs, whether they be in network marketing or anything else, are working hard on something, there always seems to be a time where you get to ride on the struggle bus. Now, the struggle bus is very, very real. And it is a time that we all have to go through as we are making that climb to those pinnacles that we're working to reach. But it's hard and it's no fun, but it's infinitely necessary. So what do I mean by that? Throughout the last couple of years, since I've jumped into the entrepreneurial game, there have been different times throughout where I've had great acceleration and great growth, and other times where I've had a lot of contraction and things just seem to grind to a halt. And it can be really disconcerting to have to deal with that, because when it's going good, you think it'll go good forever. And when it's going bad, you cannot see the heavens even if you look up. It's just one of these things that it's amazing how stuck we can get. And when at Offermind here a few weeks ago, Myron Golden, who's fantastic. In fact, he's going to be on the show. We're going to get that set up here soon. But Myron he gave this object lesson that I really liked. And he showed this $100 bill, and he showed a penny, and he's holding it up, and he's like, is there any place here that the penny can cover up this $100 bill so that you cannot see the $100 bill? And he was holding it out there, showing us, and of course the answer is no, right? You can't, a $100 bill physically is larger than a penny. But then he talked about taking things into perspective, and he said, you can hold this $100 bill out here at arm's length, but if you hold that penny really close up to your eye, so much so that it covers your eyeball, guess what? The only thing you can see is the penny, even though fortune is literally at arm's length, in the representing that $100 bill. And I loved this because it got me thinking. And Myron is very big about teaching biblical principles, especially as they pertain to business and sales and finance. And he was just awesome as he talked about this. And, in the Bible, they talk about the mote in your neighbor's eye, or the beam in your own, right? And the idea there is to not judge other people because they have something wrong with them when you're not willing to recognize or you can even see the bigger problem that you have in yourself. And it's the same with money. It's the same with fortune. As we go through what we're trying to do, if we get caught up looking too much at that penny, we can't visualize or even see the $100 bill that's out in front of us. It can be very it can be painful. It can be, we can feel lost. We can feel like there isn't any hope, when really what we need to do is change our perspective and move that penny out in front of our eyes so that we can see the fortune that's in front of us and see the good things. And I'm a big fan of, having a positive attitude. For a long time, I have found that I wrapped that I wasn't positive, that I was, in fact, my parents would tell you that as a teenager, especially, I was not happy unless I was complaining about something. And at some point, I thankfully grew out of that. At some point, I realized that I could find no joy in life if I lived my life that way. And so for the longest time, I looked for a reason for something bad to happen. My parents would try and tell me to be positive, and I remember telling my mom that I'm positive that my mental attitude has nothing to do with it. And boy, I could not have been more wrong ever in my entire existence than at that very moment. Because your positive attitude has everything to do with it. Now, you may be on the struggle bus. You may be dealing with some seriously weighty crap. You may be dealing with just problems, life problems, financial problems, whatever they may be. You may be dealing with some just awful stuff. You guys, that's okay. It really is okay. Because when you go through life and you're on that struggle bus, you're going to learn from it. I like the phrase, I never lose, I learn or I win, right? And I've become a big fan of that mentality because for me, if I look at things as a learning opportunity, if I look at things and dissect them in a way that's going to tell me how I can learn, how I can grow, and how I can see benefits beyond what I can currently, now all of a sudden I've got a real power, and I have a superpower, and I have the ability to change any obstacle. If it's raining, I'm thankful for the moisture because it's going to make my garden green, right? If it's snowing, I can't wait to go skiing or snowmobiling. If it's 100 degrees outside, I am thankful for the bright sunshine because growing up in Seattle, Washington, I definitely didn't get that all the time. Whatever it is, you can find that silver lining so that when you are on the struggle bus, you can make sure that you're the one driving it to the destination that you want to go to. The struggle bus is real. The things that we have to deal with day in and day out are real. Just wishing them away, that's not real. Ignoring them, that's not real. Sticking your head in the sand, that is not real. But if you can sit there and live with that emotion, if you can sit there and live with the pain and the suffering that you're dealing with, you will be stronger mentally and more capable of tackling even bigger problems down the road. So I'm really pleased, you guys, with the things that I've been seeing in my own business. I launched the Chrome extension, for example, and that Chrome extension has literally now made me money while I sleep. While I sleep. I literally had 2 people sign up for the service that I never talked to, that I never advertised to. Not one red cent of advertising dollars has been spent thus far. And I have been able to actually get revenue from that. Okay? That is exciting. That's neat to me. Those are the types of opportunities that network marketing bring when you've started to really establish yourself. I was talking with a friend yesterday who's in a different network marketing company from my own. And she was talking about this struggle and the struggle, and she had a light bulb moment, and I loved it when I heard it from her. And she basically said, she's like, look, focus on everybody else and you will get taken care of. Now that's really hard because we are built to be selfish. We are built to worry about number one first. Well, when you can make everyone else number one, they will make you number one. When you can make everybody else more important than yourself, only then will you really start to see the excitement and the growth in your business that you want to see. And that's not to change it all from network marketing or regular business. When you take care of your customer or you take care of your people, they will take care of you. I saw a statistic, not long ago, but on LinkedIn that basically said that 75% of people don't leave a job, they leave a manager. And I cannot emphasize that enough. I've had this experience. I lived that. I had a terrible manager once who literally chased me out. And in hindsight, I wish I had suffered through it a little bit more. But that being said, how you treat the people around you is a direct reflection of what you think of yourself. So if you really think yourself, If you believe in yourself, believe in the people around you. Because when you can start putting them first, your business will take off. When you can start taking care of adding more value into the system, into the world, than you are taking out of it, that is when your business, whatever kind of business it is, network marketing or otherwise, will accelerate to the point that it's no longer a struggle bus. Now you're on a success rocket ship. And those are the things that you want to get to. The struggle bus can turn into that success rocket ship. It's just a matter of willing it so and working things out. You know, I'm a very spiritual person, and I know that when I need an influx of cash in my life, I give more to charity. Let me say that again. When I need an influx of cash, I give more because I am putting out there to the world what I want. And that is the best thing that you can do for yourself and for the world around you. You guys, don't worry if you're on the struggle bus. If you're on it, enjoy the ride. Figure out what you need to learn so that you can get off and move on to that rocket ship. Have a great day.
Hey, thanks for listening, and please remember to subscribe. And if you loved us, leave us an awesome review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you consume your podcasts. Now, if you'd like some free training for your team on how your recruiting efforts can be bettered and brought into the 21st century, go to podcast.mlmrenegade.com and get your copy of the Renegade Recruiting Kickstarter.